Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, where last time we were with Kyoko, and we still are. Kyoko's inside of us, somewhere. Oh, hello. And we were taking Alter Ego to the secret room, which I believe is in the second floor? Could be third floor, I'm kind of confused there, but it's definitely not this floor.
What?
Makoto? Because we want to see if we can connect her to the network, I believe. I don't know, it's been a few days since I played, but I think that's it. And we'll see if she can do something for us. What the? Why do you seem so surprised? Nothing's wrong. Why would anything be wrong? Haha. He's acting really strange. Well, I guess he's always acting really strange. Okay, well, gonna go back to my room now. Take her easy, partner. See ya. That was normal. Completely normal. Hello. I mean, he is normal. My obsession. What are you doing? Living. I see. Anyway, I'm headed back to my room. I'll just be there, living totally calm. Seems about right. Everyone's super. Everyone's super distrustful of. I think it's here, no? Of Sakura.
Hey.
Yeah, it's here. But we'll see if we can do something about that. Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go, and make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful. I thought I made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Or are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then.
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Alrighty. Okay. First we have to find a network cable. It was here? Oh gosh. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little while longer.
I'm gonna
Just
do
hold
my
tight and
best.
put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us, as friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
Doesn't that laptop look awfully huge? I don't know. How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. And there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Okay. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Kyoko.
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about, like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However.
But the way things are now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we...
So.
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego.
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. Have free time? I'm kinda tired. So I lay down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I had completely dozed off. Sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? If we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door does not have a lock. Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair.
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. There's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here. I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry. Okay, you two stand back. Took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. But the moment I laid my hand on her... Cold? All I felt was cold, death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then... Oh man.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Will we have much to investigate? I mean, sorry, this is really sad. It might be a shock to many people, but yeah, she's gone.
Huh? Sakura's...
Oh man.
Sakura's... dead? She's... really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura was really dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get him. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, he left the rec room. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I've repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre?
Yes.
So she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's being killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered by someone in this very room. Is that what you were gonna say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her is not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you, Hirobyaki Atoko. One of you killed Sakura.
What? What?
You're accusing us before we even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. She always says the same thing and she's always wrong. It's whatever. I mean, we can cut her some slack this time. She's her best friend. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know it?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file.
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin the lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then...
In other words,
Then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
phew.
Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey.
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
Well done.
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is, this time I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie, before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, for one, I'm glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. Such a dick. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina. I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina's guard number 1, but we need more. One more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch closely. Quietly. Consider that an order. Can we just kill this guy? An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. She's like the best investigator we have. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are just in just as much danger as yours. In just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say, I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. It appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear.
I won't ask you to let us all in. Just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
And it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
you have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory. Yeah, well, that... I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting, we need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind, if we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Not all of us. Finding out who killed Sakura, oh well. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Yeah, it is pretty sad. I better check the Murakama file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon, that's crazy. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. A strong blow to the head. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Okay. Murakama file 4.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after burying the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there's no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits a crime, then through some special method seals a room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. Sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
I don't think so. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, these are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seem most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be a primary focus during this trial. But right now I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate as I investigate. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay. Many things to look into. This was already open when we walked in, I'm pretty sure. The locker's open, not locker room. The locker's open and there's on the inside a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion they popped out and joined the rest of the room.
Wrong.
The group. Unfortunately, that is not a possibility. Why not?
Hey,
Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added to truth bullets. Okay, we'll see. Let's just try to click on everything. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottles.
So,
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. You know, where the bottle opening's smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is a Monokuma version of that, a Monokuma bottle, if you will. Okay. And that same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. There's the blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf, blood stain. Okay. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red and these are the top and the bottom sections of a bottle, right? This must have originally been a bottle. Okay, glass shards on the floor. Huh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure, it fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura's must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? Shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay, we'll see. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Oh yeah, I mean I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might calm her down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. That's not nice. You really like him that much?
'Cause, I mean...
I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in his chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that was what killed her. But according to the Monogama files, she also vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monogama files specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. We'll see. Maybe her getting hit in the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Pyakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed in a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Anything else here? Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So...
Looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. She mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. She must have gotten this from the chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
Can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on, okay? An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Empty brown drink. And the glass. Chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened of course when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the floor or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door. Okay, let's talk to people.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive
Byakuya,
you.
Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by forcing them, this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Oh, his account. Okay, interesting. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same place she ended up dying. Time and place. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Such a dingus. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note into shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept this as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Byakuya's account.
Listen,
Well, Makoto, have you finished your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
so then,
Then you should probably go talk to with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had her issue. She's right, I do have to go to talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with two other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Okay. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. What makes you think that? I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds... Oh, it's her. Who's there?
Who's there?
Oh. Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account. Alright, now it's just Hero left. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Do you need something? Yeah, actually I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your social abilities awakened in you? Special, not social. Sorry, I'm tired today. But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too, so he did go. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She
How about that?
gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at
Haven't
me.
seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come
Sorry,
on.
looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slid back into his room. Hiro said it was just trash, but there's no way that Solder was to it. Pocket trash. Okay, more polka dots. And if Hina didn't do it, it has to have been Sakura who got a few and then handed them out, I guess. Okay, so we've heard from Toko and Hiro, what next? I've heard. I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more of the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Let's go chem lab, and then we can go to the crime scene again.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. I got it. I think what you mean to say was yes sir, I understand. Shut the fuck up. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Should probably take a closer look. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? Have to be careful not to step in it. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. And there's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this broken? Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottom had a label on it, Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. And this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is what happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder, go. Oh, we can do all the sections. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the shelf. Left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scenes as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen. What? Let's go. Well, chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. Would appear that whoever left those footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's why what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be.
It's certainly
Makoto.
possible.
Are they yours? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see how your shoes, and I'll confirm the size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. So, they're bigger than Sakura's? That's kinda crazy. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these footprints really are a valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder. Do we need to go here again, or? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. Okay, let's go to shelves. Let's see what's on the shelf. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers of this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Oh, but wait. There's one bottle that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? So on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals. I have no idea what they are. They're reagents, but simply they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
Do you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have too much to worry about. Too much about this shelf. C is where the real fun happens. On this shelf is one look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other awful chemicals. Powerful. All the containers of this shelf are labeled with the letter C and number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, section B has reagents, section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from section A. But what concerns me is that in section A there was a bottle with a label from section C. What was the bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? There's definitely something going on here. Chem lab shelf. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Let's do that. Yes, here, no? There. Around the rec room or in the rec room?
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they were both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying?
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monoguma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Okay, let's do Sakura first. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
correct.
See that yellow powder in her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
And powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder.
Hey,
Next is a wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that is incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem.
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Nice. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at the body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Let's do the shelf. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue? Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. I wonder what the context of this could be. And let's check out the bottles as well. I think Kyoko said she'd found a new clue involving the Monoguma bottles. Something's new, something new.
hey,
Did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation? Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
so,
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree? Oh, got an
Hey.
update anyway. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monoguma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. Do you mind helping me? You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya's not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm there, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? Well, that's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
in other words,
which means each monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either the balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
It's just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. I mean, makes sense, right? There was more than one bottle there, because we know she was hit twice as well, and that thing would break if you hit someone over the head, no? Oh, it's over.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Alrighty, and we're here. We're gonna see next time what happens with Sakura, or what happened with Sakura. I don't know if you can tell. I kind of know what happened, but I don't know if you have a theory or you think you know what happened. But hopefully everything will become clear next time. We'll do the trial, maybe the whole thing, probably. But for now, we're gonna have to wait. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Have a good night, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.